potentially more kilos. So exercise.
Hi moms, welcome back. We are here live for your second workout for the 10-day challenge group. My name is Sherry Earhart and I'm a personal trainer, and I'm here to lead you through a fantastic workout for your lower body. So we're going to start with an exercise called a single leg deadlift, which is kind of tricky because you probably need to work on your balance, but it's also a good workout for your butt and your hamstring. Your hamstring is the muscle on the back part of your leg, above your knee, below your butt. The next exercise we're going to do is called a deadlift. The next exercise is a squat. Squat and a deadlift look very similar, but they are actually quite different, okay? So we'll walk you through your form on that. We'll move on to lunges on each leg, and then we're going to do a cardio movement called a dumbbell swing or a kettlebell swing. So you don't need any weights for anything except the kettlebell swing at the end. I do happen to have a kettlebell here at home, but if you don't have a kettlebell, which is not typically a staple of most home gyms, you can use any weight. You can use a gallon of water. It's 8 freaking pounds. So whatever you have, use the tools that you have, okay? So let's get started. I'll be right back after I get set up. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Okay, I'm just about to start the workout. I just did a quick recap of what we're doing. We're doing deadlifts, single leg deadlifts, regular deadlifts, squats, lunges, and kettlebell swings. Are you going to do this workout later tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have equipment at home?
Yeah, I have weights and then I have a mat.
Okay, cool, perfect. All right, I'm excited for you to do this workout later. It's great to have somebody with me live, or at least be there, sitting there. Hope everything's going good with your grandma's procedure.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
All right, so the first exercise is called a single leg deadlift. You're just gonna pick up one leg. Your other foot is gonna be flat against the ground. You're gonna hold your core in nice and tight. You're gonna lean down and forward towards the ground, nice and slow and steady, as low as you can. Touch the ground if you can, and then come back up just as slow and steady. We're gonna do 10 on each leg. Let me show you what happens if you don't go slow. You're gonna kind of fall, okay? You're gonna lose your balance. And that was not even me trying to play. That was me legitimately going too fast. I'm gonna do all the workout with you with one whole circuit, so you can see what it looks like. And then when you can also play this back so you can replay the circuit.
Okay, good.
I hope I'm making you feel a little guilty for watching the workout and not actually working out, but I'm proud of you for being here. I'm gonna be hot and sweaty and you're gonna be like, oh, how's that? What's that like? So when's the last time you had a workout?
Geez. Like a real workout was since before I had my daughter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because I joined a gym and I started to get a trainer, and then it just wasn't feasible like in our budget. And then I found out I was pregnant and I was like really discouraged because I didn't feel like I was learning anything because he wasn't like showing me anything. He was just telling me what to do.
Gotcha.
And then he would walk off. And so I kind of got a little discouraged there. And then because I don't like vegetables and fruit, everybody always made a big deal of that. So
well, we already picked some fruits and vegetables out for you and found you a replacement in like one conversation.
I know. Nobody has ever told me that.
Like you can eat the same vegetable, you can eat the same fruit. There are alternatives.
Right.
Well, I'm really glad that we connected and that you already had like a big takeaway already.
Me too.
So now there is, so I'm cueing everyone else through this workout. I've switched legs because you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. So I'm doing 10 on my left leg now.
Right.
What else was I going to say to you? So there is another workout that I've recorded already. Whoop. My left leg is not so good.
Yeah, I have like one strong side too.
So, and that's normal. We're going to have one side that we are not as strong in, and one that's not as well balanced. And that's good. That's why we work through these movements. Now, this exercise is programmed first because it is a balance exercise. So you want to do it first. You don't want to be completely exhausted and fatigued at the end of your workout and be doing these. And then you might get dizzy.
Okay.
I'm going to do we're doing 10 reps on each side because 10 reps is a really good beginner number. You don't want to start doing 20 of something, then you're going to be really, really sore.
Yeah, I know.
Here's another workout video. I recorded a workout video for upper body on earlier this week. I think it was on Wednesday. Did you watch it?
Yep. I got almost all the way through, and then my daughter started crying.
Oh, it's okay. So the next exercise is deadlifts. I'm going to turn this up a little bit so my head's not completely cut off. All right. So I do have a set of weights. You don't have to have weights if you don't have them at school. You're just going to hold them out in front of you with a slight bend in your elbow, slight bend in your knee, hold the core in nice and tight. You're going to lower the weights until you feel that pull in your hamstring and you can't go down anymore without bending your knees. And then you're going to stand up slowly with control, pressing the weight through your heels and squeeze your butt cheeks at the top. I'm going to turn around so you don't get a chest shot the whole time. But also so you can see what it looks like. So my knees are bending a little bit because you can see my legs aren't completely straight. You don't want to rush through the motions. If you go super fast, you won't actually be using your muscle the whole time. You'll be using momentum.
Okay.
My weights were in my car and we just ran out to Kohl's to get a jacket for my daughter. And my weights are freezing cold. They're metal. I feel like we live up north.
I know. We're thinking about moving to Ohio, and I'm like really excited because I like the cold.
We have family in Ohio and Cincinnati. Where were you thinking?
Like around Youngstown.
Okay, cool. I've not heard of that, but I'm sure I can look it up on the map.
Yeah. It's like an hour from Cleveland.
Okay. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. That's all I know about Cleveland. All right, cool. So that was about 10 deadlifts. So a deadlift, basically, you're not doing anything with the arms. So you can use a really heavy weight or a barbell or just a heavy weight or no weight. And the only thing that's going on, you're just hinging at the hips. Just right here, that's the only thing that's moving. The next exercise is the squat. So I'm going to stay in the side position. I'm going to put my hands up on my shoulders so you can kind of see what's going on. I'm going to roll this chair behind me so you can kind of maybe. Got a mat right here. I want my butt to touch the chair. I should have planned in advance and had the chair ready. But so when you're first starting out with exercise, it's good to do your squats to a chair or to a couch. I want you to sit back. Literally sit in the chair and then stand up. So that's how far back I want you to go. And then let me adjust the camera so you can kind of see down. I want to point out my knees. So when you're squatting, you don't want to be leaning forward where your knees are going past your toes and your heels are lifting. So that's why I want you to sit back into your squat to where you're almost about to fall into it. And then hands can be on your hips or they can be at your shoulders. If you are squatting very well and you don't need to sit in the chair, you don't have to use it. But I'm almost done here, so I'm going to hang on to it. Are you getting bad service at the hospital?
All right, hold on one second. I lost you.
You're good. We'll do about one or two more. Here's the next one. Good job. I'm going to do a few without the chair so you can see what that looks like as well. With the weights on my shoulders, just kind of sitting down and back. Knees are not going past the toes, belly's in nice and tight. So I'm doing a few more than 10 just to give a quick demo in case anyone watching the replay does not want to squat down to the chair. Remember to keep your weight in your heels. Press up the heels, squeeze the butt cheeks every time. All right, the next exercise is a lunge. So I'm going through a lot of exercises that people primarily mess up on or don't know how to do very well. So you're going to take a wide stance and then take your foot backwards. You're going to think about this back knee. You're just going to point it down towards the ground and come straight up. Down and up. I'm going to turn this down. I want you to see my foot, both of my feet. So this front leg is not going, I'm not leaning forward. I'm just dragging this knee straight down and pressing straight up. The weight of my front heel, so I feel the work right here and in my quad. I wasn't counting.
I was always told that your back foot had to be flat.
On the floor?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I know.
It's impossible. The only thing that would, you could do that as a stretch, to stretch your calf. There literally is no range of motion. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, I'm not calling whoever told you that a liar, but I'm saying it's impossible for me. I'm going to do a few more. Then I'm going to switch. So if you have any knee pain or knee crunching while you're doing these, you can take a wider step out to the side, and you can try to leave your back leg straight if you have any knee pain. Otherwise, drop this towards the ground and press back up. I'm going to count for these ones because I'm starting to feel it in my quad. 4. Do you have any other questions so far, Melissa? And 10. Good job. Now we're going to do some kettlebell swings for the cardio finisher. So I like to do cardio at the end of your circuit. That way you don't have to do a ton of cardio on your own. I'm going to kind of turn to the side so you can see what it looks like and so that I don't fit anything in my office. You're just holding the kettlebell, slight bend in your arm. You're basically going to drop for a squat. You're going to pull the kettlebell behind your legs, and you're just going to thrust it up to about your eye level. You don't have to go over your head. So you're basically doing a cross between a squat and a deadlift and moving the weight. This is going to get your heart rate up nice and quick. So my number here for you is about 15. Your baby's so precious. My mom came over here. I was like, can you watch the baby while you're here? Otherwise, mine, it's supposed to be her nap time, but she doesn't always cooperate when I want her to go down for a nap.
I know.
2. 1 more.
She has to be so loud when I'm trying to put her to sleep.
Right? It's precious. All right, so that was the workout circuit. So it didn't take very long. I don't know what the timer says because I was here before we started to work out, maybe somewhere between 5 and 8 minutes. And that's because I took extra time to explain everything. So when you come back and watch the replay, I want you to go through everything at least one time. And since it's been a long time since you've exercised, see how you feel. If you can get one more round of it, do a second round.
Okay.
Same thing with anyone else watching the replay. If you haven't worked out in a very long time, just do 2 rounds. You can replay it if you need me to walk you through it, or just go through it again on your own. So that's a single leg deadlift, a regular deadlift, squats, lunges, and kettlebell swings. So you don't have to watch it from the beginning if you remember what those are. And that's it. So everyone else who is more experienced, these are really good exercises to do. Not necessarily beginner exercises. They are good. You will use these all throughout our time together, just with different repetitions, different amount of times to the circuit, different weights, and different variations as far as the timing, whether we go up and down and hold the load of weight on our muscles, okay? So these are really good. If you're more experienced watching the replay, do the circuit 3, 4, or 5 times through. If you're not a beginner, you don't have to start at 10 reps. You can do 12 or 15 or 20 reps. But if you're a beginner, just do 10. And that's it. That's all I've got for you. I don't want to overload you. Don't forget to drink a lot of water. Eat those fruits and vegetables if you can fit them in, if you can manage to get them down. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording for the workout, but don't go anywhere.
Okay.